Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my Stamping is Fun channel and this edition of Sweet of the Month. The Sweet of the Month this month is the Hand Penned Bundle. So let's get started. So the Hand Penned Bundle includes the Hand Penned Petals stamp set and the Penned Flowers dies. These dies are awesome. There are little flowers, there are groups of flowers, this lovely scallop border, and this die is the one we're using today. So it has the detailed die and then a solid image that overlays that. So let me show you the project. So here's the card that I am demonstrating today. It includes the stamps, thanks, the penned flowers, and this is the background with that detailed die I just showed you, and a lovely hand-penned DSP. I've also included a die cut from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and this is the largest of those scalloped stitched rectangles. From the hand pen petals stamp set, I'm going to be using not this image, although that's the image that has die cut, so you can stamp and die cut the image. I'm actually using this sentiment, thanks, and I am going to use this image on the inside of my card. So when you open this, there's images on the inside of the cover, so you know where to put your stamps, and this makes it so much easier to keep your stamps, to know which ones you have, which ones might be on a block somewhere that you need to put back into the case. So I love this idea of keeping them easily to hand. And then I'm going to use the thanks. So the thanks and the flower image. This is block E, is big enough for that, and I'll just put that here. And then my thanks. And I'm laying down on my work area and picking them up with my block because they are photopolymer and they are bendable. So by putting them down this way, they're at rest and they're not being forced into a shape they don't want to take. So that's why I do it that way. Now, here's the kit you would have received from me if you are a customer of mine and you purchased this bundle in a $50 order and used the hostess code. I will have sent you this card kit. So there's no stamping, but I have done the die cuts for you, and from the Stitch So Sweetly, and cut the DSP as well as the white insert. Now, although my sample has used pale papaya for the outline, I have chosen to do this outline with Blushing Bride. It's a color within the DSP that coordinates nicely. So in the end, you can leave me a description, leave me a comment below and let me know which version you like best. So let's get started with some stamping. I'm going to stamp on my die cut image and my insert with my Memento ink. I'm going to stamp my thanks image down here on the lower right hand side. And then I'll ink up my floral image from my stamp set. And I will place this image right here at the bottom. And I also am going to put that same image on my envelope. And because this is pretty big, I think I'm going to turn my envelope over and make this more of a seal type stamped image. And that's all the stamping for this project. Now we can get to some assembly. I'm going to glue this die cut on top of the base with some liquid glue. I'm going to put glue on some of the larger areas as well as on the fine edges so the image adheres flat to its base. And I'll just center this on my die cut. Now I'll be using some dimensionals behind this to pop it up to add some interest to my focal point. I'm using my large dimensionals because this is a larger piece. And then I can hear some from the sides for these smaller areas. I'm going to burnish the score line to give it a crisp fold. And now taking my insert, we'll adhere that to the inside of my card. So the imperial measurement for this insert is 4 by 5 1/4. For metric, it's 10 by 14.4 centimeters. Check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com, for all measurements, both imperial and metric. And the same with this layer. This is the first layer for imperial. That's 4 by 5 1/4, and for metric, that is 10 by 14.4. And I'm not sure that this pattern has an up or a down. So I don't think that it matters which way you put it on. And this base, so I have a pale papaya base, which you can see in these flowers. That's the color that's predominant. So I've made my base pale papaya, and I've cut this Stitch So Sweetly also from pale papaya. And I'm going to adhere this flat and at an angle. This template, this design, I saw from Julie Davidson, and I tweaked it a little bit. Julie did not angle her die cut. And then for my flowers that I have popped up on dimensionals, I'll remove the dimensional covers and then adhere that to my die cut. Stitch So Sweetly. And I'm going to put this at an angle also. Yeah. And here is my finished card. So which do you prefer? The die cut layer in Pale Papaya or the die cut layer in the Blushing Bride? I don't know which one I prefer. I think I like them both. So this bundle comes from the annual catalog, the May 2021 to April 22. On page 105, you can find the hand pen suite. Now the suite includes the stamp set, the dies, the DSP, and these gems. The DSP is beautiful. All these floral designs, and then behind each design is a more solid or less busy. So we have Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Pale Papaya, and Mint Macaron, and Highland Heather. Thank you so much for watching my video. check out my blog for more details about this card, as well as the measurements and ordering information. Remember, subscribe to my channel so I can bring you even more fun projects. As always, stamping is fun. Bye.